Brand new this month, an only order of the entire year. So if your team sells out, can't say I didn't tell you so. Please put it in your cart and make sure that you check out. By the way, we also can do bill to, ship to, and everything has our holiday return policy. So you don't have to worry about that at all. If you're, I don't know, you got the wrong team, maybe somebody else ended up getting them and they have two of them. If for whatever reason you need to return anything, you have through the last day of January of 2025. This is a replica NFL player autograph, full-size football stand, and you're also going to get the pump as well. These are so super cool, and they're the 2024 team rosters for you. And look at the price tag, 5 easy pays at $8. So for those of us who love our Eagles, we can go ahead and we can find our favorite player right on there. And let me turn you around this way. Let me go ahead and introduce you to Rick Vermeil. Rick, it's nice to have you back. Rick has many things in his own right, but he's also the son of the NFL coach, Dick Vermeil, who, let's face it, we are big, huge fans of your dad, and we owe him, you know, a lot of gratitude. He the definition of an Eagle and gave us many years of enjoyment and still is.
Thanks so much. It's a great time to be an Eagles fan right now, I think. And
at least this Monday.
Looking forward to yeah. You know, the great thing about it this time of year is pretty much everybody's in it. So
yes.
You know, the fan interest is at an all-time high, and you know, every Sunday is it's a new game. It's a new football game every weekend, and very exciting.
It's my favorite time of the year. Will you walk us through what one is going to experience? First of all, these are full-size genuine footballs.
Full-size football. It comes with a pump and a stand, and what we have done is partner with the NFL and the NFL Players Association, because we need both those entities to put this together. We get the autographs right after the draft and
oh, cool.
Accumulate them, put them on the ball. So, you'll be able to pick up some players' names right away. Sometimes, it's all different as to how we sign our names. So it's a real keepsake, memento of that season. We put the team logo, helmet logo, team name, and if you turn it over, it lists all the various championships, conference championships, and Super Bowls they may have won. There's your licensing marks right on the bottom there. And looking at the front, the established date conference. Yeah, it's got it all, and it's a real snapshot for the rabid fan.
Yeah, I mean, and it's $40. I mean, that's such a great price. And it's 2024. It's not like we found these and they're from 2022, which would be okay, but this is 2024.
Right. And it's really the only place you could get everything on one ball, because obviously nowadays access wise, it's harder to go out and get those autographs yourself.
Sure.
At training camp, most of them close their training camps now, and so we do it for you.
That's really cool when you think about this, and I think that this is ageless. This is for that young fan who loves to go to the game and tries to get autographs. I always see that on Instagram and Facebook, the kids, and how nice these players are to be able to sign their jerseys or whatever the case may be. But as you said, that's not always possible. Right down to that fan who's loved his team, his favorite team, since he was young. And, this is just something that's not going to eat up a lot of room, that it could be, in, as we talked about earlier, in long-term care or in memory support, someone who's loved that team, a little bit of happiness for them as well.
Yeah, if you think about it, it really has a lot of desirability for pretty much any fan. You know, you can put it up on your mantle, in your fan cave. You know, you really has a lot of gift uses. I've given a few of these for gifts, and it really pops up on anybody's shelf.
Yeah, I mean, you get the stand with it, which is particularly nice. Maybe even if you're lucky enough to have an office where you work, you can even put it, you know, back in the, as you said, back in the bookcase or even on your desk, whatever the case may be, in the bedroom, wherever it goes, in the man cave. You know, it's just going to be ideal. And as we go through and look at all the different footballs, imagine how fun it's going to be to sit there and look for your favorite players.
Absolutely, absolutely. That's part of the fun. And you know, most of the signatures you can recognize, some not so much, but you know, those are authentic signatures. So that's how they all sign it.
That's so cool. So this is how they sign their contracts?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, that's where we get those signatures from the NFL Players Association. We're licensed to get them from them and combine that all together in one place, get them on the ball, have nice logos on it. The logos you're looking at are all debossed, which it means it's a recessed logo, which will stand out a little better on the ball. So it really, a lot of thought has gone into this. And some teams, there's a lot of championships on the bottom. Some teams, not so much.
Not as many.
You know, that's sports. That's the way it is. And some teams won the NFL championship pre-Super Bowl. That's on there as well. So you know, it encompasses all the teams championships, not just recent.
Well, and the cool thing here is we've got, you know, as I keep saying, but somebody in my neighborhood has a Miami Dolphins flag. They're flying on their flagpole, and I'm like, how'd you end up here in New Jersey? I don't imagine he finds a lot of Miami Dolphins stuff out in a store in New Jersey. So it's cool, no matter where you live, no matter what team that you love. We have in this case, a football for you, and it's bragging rights. I mean, bragging rights here. I mean, look at the Chiefs on this. I love that also established year as well.
Yes. Yep. And you'll see the Chiefs right there, and the AFC championships. As I said earlier, the conference. And you bring up a great point. It really is a nice item for, let's call it, the dispossessed fan. You know, you may be a Kansas City Chiefs fan, but you're in Los Angeles or New York or a city like that. You know, you can show your fandom on your mantle, in your fan cave, giving it to your crazy cousin fan. So it's pretty much, you know, it's got a lot of uses.
When this comes to you, Rick, will it come deflated? Is that why we're getting this?
No, it'll come inflated. Sometimes not, you know, fully inflated, but it'll be inflated. Yeah, that's just in case if you want to put more air in it. Okay. You know, that kind of.
Okay, yeah. Perfect.
Usually they don't blow them up to what you would call a regulation PSI, which is usually, I believe, 9 to 11 pounds.
Okay.
Oh yeah, it's for that purpose. Sometimes, you know, when they're blown up, they sit for a while. They may.
You're right.
They may need to be pumped up. Yeah.
Or even the change of weather when it's arriving to your house. So who has a favorite team in your life? Who has a birthday coming up, an anniversary coming up? Who is redoing the man cave? Or maybe you send somebody off to college. We can do Bill to Ship to for you. I think it's interesting also that they have, I mean, here you can see with the Dallas Cowboys, on the year it was established, because, you know, some of these surprised me. The Dallas Cowboys established in 1960, good year. But the Eagles were established in 1933.
Right. Yeah, the Dallas Cowboys, a little shorter shelf life than the Eagles. Obviously, the Eagles were one of the charter teams in the early NFL, and the Eagles, the Steelers, and there's a rich history there of both their teams' legacy, and obviously the Eagles and the Cowboys are fierce rivals, as we all know, and that's going to be a great game coming up shortly.
Oh, I hope that game is not this weekend.
No.
Okay. We need to enjoy our win a little longer.
Yeah, it was nice.
Always nice when you get to show up on a Monday and your team did well. The Chiefs also established in 1960.
Mm-hmm. We're one of the original American Football League teams.
Very,
Yep.
very cool.
That's some great years. Kansas City's I've been to Kansas City a lot in their stadium. It's probably my favorite place to see a game is Kansas City.
Really?
Oh yeah. It's just as we all know, the Midwest. It's nice, great hospitality out there.
Yeah.
It's a pretty loud stadium.
Mm-hmm.
Great fans. They're a rain or shine fan. So, it's a great town.
I have to say, for the first time a couple of weeks ago, was in Pittsburgh and saw the football stadium for the very first time. How lovely is that? The way that it opens up onto the river. I was like, whoo, this is nice.
Oh yeah, you can stand there, look out onto the river,
Yeah.
and they still use the bleachers up on top of the end zone, which gives it a really nice feel.
Oh, that'd be cool.
They've really done a great job with that part of town.
They did.
Kind of revamping that, putting in the bar and hotel district right by the football stadium. And of course, the baseball stadium's right next to it. And they've really done a great job. Pittsburgh's a great city.
Yeah, I totally agree with you on that one. Almost as good as the Eagles. All right. Rick, always such a pleasure. Please give your dad and your family our very best. We appreciate it here in Philly in particular.
I will.
Thank you.
Thanks so much. Mm-hmm.
All right. So, did you get your favorite team? I hope you did. Put it in the cart and check out. It's not too early to start shopping. All right. With that music in mind, Evie Ryder with Emily is up next. So, enjoy your day, everybody. I will see you in a couple of days.